Hi, my name is Nicole Kay, and I co-owned Athena LLC with Amanda Martin. We will be introducing you to some instructors that will be coming to the state of Montana, bringing their knowledge and passion for education, and we look forward to having you in the classroom. Thank you so much. We have Pat Archer here today from Seattle, Washington. She is the author of Therapeutic Massage for Athletics, and she has co-authored Applied Anatomy and Physiology for Manual Therapists with Lisa Nelson. Thank you so much for joining us.
Pleasure.
I was hoping you could give us a little background about your education and what brought you into the massage therapy community.
I started of course I have my bachelor's, and then I went to grad school at Arizona State, and while I was finishing out my master's at Arizona State, I was also completing requirements to become a certified athletic trainer. And so after grad school, I became the head women's athletic trainer at University of Montana. I worked there for 6 years, and I even spent a couple of years that were my transition years between trying to be a athletic trainer and keep up with that really grinding schedule on that one. I spent a couple of years at Montana State as a part-time athletic trainer. And then I was talking to some friends about maybe I still wanted to work with athletes, I still wanted to work with active people, I still wanted to work with something about the body and the physiology. So the suggestion was made that maybe I would go to massage school and become a licensed massage therapist. And in so doing, then perhaps I could work with my friend that was on the LPGA tour working with the pro golfers, the women's pro golfers. I could be massage therapist, athletic trainer with them. And so I thought that was a great idea. It sounded like a great thing. So I went on to massage school and became a licensed massage therapist, and been practicing for 35 years since then.
And after you completed your massage therapy program and became licensed, you started teaching at Brennecke School of Massage in Seattle.
Yeah.
Haida Brennecke owned Brennecke School of Massage.
Yeah.
What was your role with that school?
It was such a blessing for me to fall into the realm of Haida Brennecke. She became a real role model and mentor for me throughout my career, and still is. I had completed my massage licensing program. As a part of that licensing program, I was teaching part-time. I was teaching part of the classes, and the owner of that school had suggested that I interview with Haida, who was in Seattle, to see if I could be a teacher with the Brennecke School of Massage. I didn't want to be in Port Angeles, Washington, so I wanted to be in the Seattle area. So I sent a letter to Haida and was interviewed and was hired on as an instructor. I was teaching the anatomy, physiology, the kinesiology, and sort of assisting her with the basic massage education. I made sure I hung around extra after my class and watched her and learned a lot from her on what I was doing. And after I had been working for a couple of years with her, she gave me a title. I became the director of education, and I served at the Brennecke School Director of Education and as instructor, senior faculty, and all in all, I was with Brennecke School of Massage for 20 years, 20 of its 33 years, and then Haida decided to sell the school and retire, which she had earned, which was a good thing.
And I know you helped with the transition when she sold that school to the new ownership. Yeah. And then soon after that was completed, you started your own school.
Yeah, worked with the school. The company that had bought Brennecke School of Massage was Cortiva Institute, and they had bought several schools around the country, and we worked with transition between Brennecke School and Cortiva, and then we found after a couple of years, most of us left within a year, that just different philosophy, different approach to it. It wasn't anything bad and wrong. We just felt like it wasn't what it used to be, and so we left Cortiva And at the time, Lisa and I were trying to finish out the anatomy and physiology book. And so it took us about another year to finish out, well, not quite a year, maybe 10 months had finished out our draft. And people had been asking us about starting a massage program and kind of trying to recapture some of the heritage and the Brennecke feeling. Our sense was that we had lost that thriving educational community, and so we wanted to try and recreate that. So in 2010, first Lisa Nelson and I began to talk to each other about maybe let's start a massage school. And we were wise enough to recognize that our strengths were in teaching, curriculum, course development, and we were not the business minds that we needed to have a successful school. So we brought in Julie Dara, who had served in the business capacity with Haida at the Brennecke School. And so the three of us founded and started Discovery Point School of Massage in Seattle. It's up on Capitol Hill. In 2010, we had our first enrollment in October of 2011, and we've been graduating students ever since then. We're pretty happy about it. Yeah.
That's great. Can you please describe how you approach massage therapy? Like, what is your work like with your clients?
I try and use all of my athletic training skills in terms of the assessments of soft tissue traumas and joint injuries. And so I come from a very treatment-oriented side of it. And through my work with Haida and other, I have learned to appreciate the value of the whole experience, not just the knee, and the holistic approach to the work. I've taken lots of classes from myofascial instructors, neuromuscular instructors. I've developed taken some of my own information from the athletic training community and put it together. And I feel like the massage that we're putting forward in the world that I use with my clients and that we have it built into our curriculum is a nice combination between the Swedish massage skills and techniques, myofascial techniques, neuromuscular techniques, and lymphatic techniques. We find those to be the anchors for a lot of massage and body work. And I really appreciate using a different and eclectic approach with every client.
And why are you so passionate about teaching?
Well, I come from a family of teachers. Everybody in my family has been a teacher, at some point, and that's one thing. It's kind of in my blood that way. But I think more directly it has to do with my interest in the body, with anatomy, physiology, and my joy in sharing that information and watching people start to get fascinated by it themselves and use that information with their clients and educate that with your clients. I love when I can teach my patients, my clients, a little bit about what's going on and why this is hanging on a little bit longer and why I don't want you to do that exercise yet. I like to have that educational quality with my clients as well as with the students. I really enjoy seeing the lights come on and the connections being made between, that's how I'm going to use this information to help myself moving forward. So it's in my blood, and I find it fascinating.
Well, it's been such a pleasure having you here, Pat, and we really look forward to having you back to Montana. You are truly a gift to the massage therapy community, and thank you so much.
Thank you so much.